We all have habits, both good and bad. They shape our daily lives in profound ways. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, our habits influence our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Bad habits can hold us back, preventing us from achieving our goals and living our best lives. Think about the times you hit the snooze button instead of getting up for a morning run, or the evenings you spent scrolling through social media instead of reading that book you've been meaning to start. These are habits, and they can be hard to break. But here's the good news. Even small changes in our habits can make a big difference over time. Just like atoms are the building blocks of matter, atomic habits are the tiny changes that can transform our lives. By focusing on making small, incremental improvements each day, we can achieve remarkable results. Imagine getting 1% better at something every day. It might not seem like much in the beginning, but over time the results would be astounding. This is the power of the 1% improvement rule. By focusing on making small, consistent improvements over time, we can achieve exponential growth. Think of it like climbing a mountain. If you focus on reaching the summit all at once, the task may seem daunting and impossible. But if you break it down into smaller, more manageable steps, the journey becomes much easier. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. The same principle applies to building good habits. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life overnight, start by making small, incremental changes. Focus on getting 1% better each day, and over time, you'll be amazed at the progress you make. The power of compounding is not limited to finances. It applies to our habits as well. When we consistently repeat small, positive actions, the effects multiply over time. Just like compound interest, these small changes build upon each other, creating remarkable results. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and insignificant, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow, growing larger and larger. The same thing happens with our habits. Each positive action we take, no matter how small, builds upon the previous one, creating momentum and accelerating our progress. Over time, these small changes compound, leading to significant improvements in our lives. To effectively build better habits, it's essential to understand how they work. Habits are formed through a neurological loop known as the habit loop, which consists of 4 cues: craving, response, and reward. The cue is the trigger that initiates the habit, such as a specific time of day, a location, or an emotional state. The craving is the desire or urge you feel to perform the habit. It's the anticipation of the reward. The response is the actual habit you perform, and the reward is the positive outcome or feeling you experience as a result of the habit. Understanding these stages is crucial for identifying the triggers, cravings, and rewards that drive your habits. Tiny changes have remarkable results in real-life examples. The power of atomic habits lies in their simplicity and relatability. These habits are easy to implement and can seamlessly fit into our daily routines without causing much disruption. Let's look at some real-life examples of how small changes can lead to significant improvements. These examples will illustrate how minor adjustments in our daily habits can accumulate to create substantial positive outcomes. Consider the example of someone who wants to start exercising regularly. This person might feel overwhelmed by the idea of committing to a rigorous workout regimen right away. Instead of trying to run a marathon on their first day, they can begin by simply putting on their workout clothes every morning. This small, manageable step can help them build a routine without feeling daunted. This small action, though seemingly insignificant, creates a cue that makes it more likely they'll engage in physical activity over time. This cue can become a powerful trigger for more extensive exercise routines. Another example is someone who wants to eat healthier. Changing one's diet can seem like a monumental task, but it doesn't have to be. They can start by making one small change to their diet, such as replacing sugary drinks with water. This simple swap can significantly reduce their daily calorie intake and improve their overall health. Over time, they can gradually introduce more healthy habits, like incorporating more fruit and vegetables into their meals. These incremental changes can lead to a more balanced and nutritious diet. Remember, the key is to start small and focus on consistency. By making tiny, manageable changes, you can avoid feeling overwhelmed and increase your chances of sticking with new habits. These small changes may seem insignificant at first, but over time they can have a profound impact on your health and well-being. The cumulative effect of these minor adjustments can lead to significant improvements in your physical and mental health, making you feel more energetic, focused, and happier overall. By embracing the power of atomic habits, you can achieve your goals and transform your life in ways you never thought possible. The journey may be slow and steady, but the results will be worth it. Celebrate your small wins along the way, as they are the building blocks of your success. Each tiny victory brings you one step closer to your ultimate goal. Reflect on your progress regularly and acknowledge how far you've come. This reflection can motivate you to keep going and continue making positive changes in your life. One effective strategy for building new habits is habit stacking. This involves linking a new habit to an existing one, leveraging the existing neural pathway in our brains. By attaching a new behavior to an established routine, we make it easier to remember and perform the new habit consistently. For example, if you want to start meditating for 5 minutes each day, you could stack this habit onto an existing one, like brushing your teeth. After you brush your teeth each morning, you would then meditate for 5 minutes. By linking the new habit to an existing one, you create a clear trigger and make it more likely that you'll stick to the new routine. Habit stacking can be used to build a chain of positive habits throughout your day. By linking small habits together, you can create a powerful sequence of actions that lead to significant improvements in your life. Our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our habits. We can either create an environment that supports our desired habits or one that hinders our progress. By making small changes to our surroundings, we can make it easier to adopt positive behaviors and avoid negative ones. For example, if you want to eat healthier, you can make your home a healthy eating zone by removing unhealthy snacks and replacing them with fruits, vegetables, and other nutritious options. Make healthy choices the easy choices. Similarly, if you're trying to reduce your screen time, you can create a digital detox zone in your bedroom by removing electronic devices before bed. By designing your environment to support your goals, you make it more likely that you'll stick to your desired habits. Breaking bad habits can be challenging, but it's not impossible. The first step is to identify the cues and rewards that are driving the habit. Once you understand what triggers the behavior and the positive reinforcement it provides, you can start to develop strategies to break the cycle. One effective approach is to replace the bad habit with a more desirable one. For example, if you have a habit of snacking on unhealthy foods when you're stressed, you could try replacing this with a healthier coping mechanism, such as going for a walk, listening to music, or practicing deep breathing exercises. Another strategy is to make the bad habit more difficult to perform. If you're trying to reduce your social media use, you could delete the apps from your phone or use a website blocker to limit your access. Consistency is key when it comes to building lasting habits. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it. Remember that even small actions taken consistently over time can lead to significant results. One way to stay motivated is to track your progress. Use a habit tracker, journal, or app to monitor your daily actions and celebrate your successes. Seeing how far you've come can be incredibly motivating and help you stay on track. Another important aspect of consistency is self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up if you slip up or miss a day. It happens to everyone. Simply acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and get back on track as soon as possible. Here are some practical tips for building atomic habits. Start small. Focus on making one small change at a time. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Make it obvious. Create clear cues for your desired habits. For example, put your running shoes by the door if you want to start running in the morning. Make it attractive. Associate your habits with positive feelings. Reward yourself for sticking to your goal. Make it easy. Remove any barriers that might prevent you from performing your desired habits. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker or journal to monitor your daily actions and celebrate your success. Be patient. Building lasting habits takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. By embracing the power of atomic habits, you can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Remember, it's not about making grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about making small, consistent changes that compound over time. Start by identifying 1 or 2 habits you'd like to change. Break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. Focus on making 1% improvements each day. Be patient with yourself, and don't get discouraged if you encounter setbacks along the way. Building better habits is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the process and celebrate every step of the way. You have the power to create a better version of yourself, one atomic habit at a time. Now go out there and start building the life you've always wanted.